Somewhere in South Africa, there's a cave. Deep inside it, scientists found something that should not be there. Burnt bones. Bones that were cooked by fire on purpose almost 1.8 million years ago. That number is hard to picture, so let's make it simple. Modern humans, people exactly like you and me, have only existed for about 300,000 years. This fire is 6 times older than that. Whatever was keeping that fire alive, it wasn't human. Not yet. So who was sitting next to that flame? And why does it matter so much that they were? The cave is called Wonderwerk Cave. It's a real place, still standing today, 60 kilometers from a small town in South Africa. Inside it, scientists found small, burnt bones. Not just a few, dozens. And they weren't burnt by accident. They were burnt deep inside the cave, far from where sunlight or lightning could ever reach. The creature responsible almost certainly wasn't Homo sapiens. It was an earlier species called Homo erectus. Picture something that walks upright like us, but isn't quite us. A shorter forehead, a smaller brain, only about 2/3 the size of yours. No language the way we have it. No tools made of metal, just stone and instinct and something else, something stranger. They had fire.
Here's the part that changes everything. Scientists don't think Homo erectus knew how to start a fire from nothing. No rubbing sticks together, no sparks from stone. They almost certainly couldn't create fire at all. So where did it come from? Wildfires. Real wildfires, burning across the grasslands outside the cave, probably started by lightning. And at some point, one of these early humans did something we still don't fully understand. They walked toward the fire instead of running from it. They picked up a burning branch and they carried it back into the cave. Then they did something even harder. They kept it alive, fed it, watched it, protected it from wind and rain in the dark for as long as they possibly could. Because once it went out, they had no way to make a new one. The only way to have fire again was to wait for another wildfire and do the whole dangerous thing all over again. Think about what this actually means. This wasn't an accident. Walking toward a wildfire on purpose, picking up something that can kill you and choosing to protect it, that takes something most animals don't have. It takes a plan. It means this creature could imagine the future. It could think, if I keep this flame alive tonight, my family stays warm. If I let it die, we're cold, and something in the dark might eat us. That is a thought about tomorrow. Most animals only react to right now. This early human was already living partly in a future that hadn't happened yet. And fire didn't just keep them warm. Scientists believe it eventually let them cook food. Cooked food is easier to digest than raw food. Easier digestion means more energy left over, and that extra energy, over hundreds of thousands of years, may have helped fuel something incredible, the slow growth of a bigger brain. The same kind of brain that generations and generations later, so here's where it lands. Almost 2 million years ago, something that wasn't fully human walked toward danger instead of away from it. It carried a piece of disaster into a dark cave and chose every single day to keep it alive. It didn't know what fire was made of. It didn't understand heat or chemistry or any of the science we'd use to explain it today. But it understood something simpler and just as powerful. This matters. Protect it. That instinct to protect something you don't fully understand because some part of you senses it matters is still inside you right now. It's the same impulse that makes a person protect an idea, a relationship, a tiny flame of hope, long before they can explain exactly why. We didn't invent that instinct. We inherited it from something in a cave in the dark, holding on to the only fire it had. Your mind is stranger than you think, and it's older than you think too. If this kind of story does something for you, subscribe. There's a lot more buried in our past waiting to be dug up.